Hey, it's Laptop Shopping Buddy, and I am super excited to be going over the Lenovo Flex 3 80JM001PUS version. I left a link in the description below to get the best discount going on right now for this model, so be sure to check that out. So I'm going to get right into it with the notable features. This thing has a 14-inch IPS display, and it has a native resolution of 1080p. So the display quality is just awesome with this model. For those who aren't familiar with IPS displays, they give much more accurate colors and you get really wide viewing angles, which is a huge plus because this thing has a folding design. So you can fold it anywhere from 0 to 360 degrees. There's laptop mode, temp mode, stand mode, and tablet mode. And for that tablet mode and for all these other modes, you're going to want to have that wide viewing angle because you're going to be using this thing at many different angles. And that's a huge advantage to this model. It really cuts down the amount of devices in the household because of all the different ways you can use it. So if you want to lounge on the couch, you could use tablet mode. If you need to get some work done, use laptop mode. And you could even prop this thing up in the tent or stand mode, which is great for watching movies and multimedia purposes. And you could also just use the touchscreen portion and navigate as well. And the touchscreen, by the way, is a 10-point multi-touch, so you can use up to 10 fingers at the same time. So for battery life, you can expect up to 6 hours. 6 hours is on the high end. The battery life obviously depends on what you're doing, but you can expect anywhere from about 4 to 6 hours on average. Another good advantage to this device is the portability. It's only 4.3 pounds and it has a 0.85 inch thickness. So it has a small footprint and it's really light and easy to carry around with you. So now I'm going to jump into the specifications so you could get a good idea of what kind of performance you could expect with this model. So the CPU is the Intel Core i7-5500U. This is one of Intel's latest Core i7 releases. It's a 5th generation Intel and it has that Broadwell architecture. And it has a turbo boost up to 3.0 GHz with a base clock speed of 2.4 GHz. And this means it could dynamically increase or decrease depending on the type of task you're doing. It's a dual core processor. It's decent for multitasking. And it's also ultra low voltage, so it doesn't run too hot and it also doesn't drain the battery life too quickly. I classify this processor as a middle to upper range processor, and it's sufficient for multimedia, office, and it could even handle more demanding application. If you're a graphics designer or you want to do some minor video editing, it's great for that as well. So there's 8 GB of DDR3 RAM in this model, which is great for multitasking. 8 GB will be plenty for most users for the purpose of this laptop. Performance is really not an issue with this model. It's one of the higher end Flex 3 models that just got released, so it was really designed with performance in mind. GPU is an Intel HD Graphics 5500. It's ideal for low demand gaming and HD video playback. It's not really designed for gaming, but it can handle low demand games just fine, or some modern games on the lowest settings. But the main purpose for this GPU is for multimedia and HD video playback. There is a spacious 1TB 5400 RPM hard drive in this model, so you have a fair amount of space to store all of your music, media, and larger files. So the other Flex 3 models come with a 500 GB SSHD drive. So this one offers a lot more space, so if you need that extra space, this is the right model for you. Note there's 2 USB 3 ports, 1 USB 2 port, 1 HDMI out port, Ethernet port, and it also has a microphone headphone combo jack. So to conclude, this is a really awesome laptop. It's really flexible in the ways you can use it, and it really will cut down the amount of devices in the household. This model has high performance, has that Core i7 with 8 GB of RAM, and it also has that high resolution IPS display, which is great. Be sure to check out that link in the description for the best discount going on right now for this model. I hope you found this quick overview helpful.